Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Now they'll try the right side. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Robertson getting some heat. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The inside handoff. Dances away from 1. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The handoff to Johnson. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Running to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Shows him the stiff arm. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. To the ground with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bears are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bears are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Snags it. Push down for the tackle. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed it there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the 2nd level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Lloyd. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bears send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Fedot. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. Plows through the defense. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Little touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Huskers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Nebraska, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. To the air, it's Robertson. Gets open down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive. Pressure
coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Baylor 14, Nebraska 10.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. To the air, it's Robertson. Finds his man down the middle. And the Bears have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a second down play.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burton. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. On the move. Smashes through. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Nebraska, 18.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Snap it to the back. Nice move there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Sheffield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. The back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bears are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. On the ground with the counter. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 45 on his way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Running through contact. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Robertson. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Bears will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give to the back. Running with power. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. To the air, it's Raiola. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.